This is a picture that was taken by a gentleman named Ed Linkwich, and he sent this to us years and years ago. We came across it recently, and he's allowed us to use this. And I think it's just an absolutely beautiful photo.
Great picture.
Mm-hmm. And Terry with the Order of Canada. And then this was the library outside in Port Coquitlam that was dedicated to Terry, and it's got actually a lot of his memorabilia in it, his leg, the shorts that you saw, his sock, and then items that were given to Terry along the way as well, and they kind of switched them up. There's also items at the Sports Hall of Fame. And then this is the statue at Thunder Bay, which is absolutely awe-inspiring. It's huge. Have you seen it, Sean?
I have
in
not,
person?
no.
Oh.
I'd love to go,
You
though.
know what? I think that there's, in my opinion, there's two things that every Canadian should do at some point in their life is see this in person because it's absolutely magnificent. It's so huge. And to be in Ottawa on a Canada Day. I think every Canadian should do that. It's pretty amazing. So this is 2005 again, when we put, when they dedicated a new plaque where Terry dipped his foot in his artificial leg. So that's all of us.
Okay.
Confederation Bridge Run. This is actually something that I went to with one of my daughters. It's 13 kilometers in between PEI and New Brunswick, and I was bussed over to New Brunswick and ran back. And now these are our international totals. And do you want me to keep on going through, Sean, or did you want to
That's probably
stop there?
no. That's probably a good time to go into a few of the questions that I had, just to
Sure.
educate and update people on what's going on both Canada and also internationally. First of all, I guess for some of us who've been away from Canada for a while, we grew up knowing the Terry Fox Run in the fall, and I guess since then there's other fundraising type of events. Maybe you could share a little bit about that with us.
Well, there are. We the run is actually this Sunday, and it's usually the second Sunday after Labor Day weekend, and that was a request that Terry had asked for when they decided to send it. Have a consistent date. And I don't know if everybody knows sort of the story about how the run started, but Mr. Isidore Sharp, he is the founder and owner of the Four Seasons Hotels, and when long before Terry got to Ontario, he had seen Terry and was just inspired by him, and he had recently lost a son to cancer as well, and Terry touched him very deeply, actually, and he did a lot to help Terry along the way, and one of the things was he flew us into Toronto to visit, but that's another story. You asked me a different question. Sorry. Anyways, he had come when Terry came home. It was Mr. Sharp that phoned and had the idea of having an annual Terry Fox Run. So that was pretty amazing for this man to think of this, and it's been going all these years later. Since then, in 2005, National School Run Day was started here in Canada, and historically the school runs have been anywhere where the teachers can fit them in, and usually the Friday before our run, national run, but because of it's so hectic at the first week of school, basically, that it's now the end of the month. So I believe this year it's the 25th or the 26th of the Friday. So it gives the teachers a chance to get organized and do their events. And then also we have, like I spoke about, the Terry Fox Works, where corporations do their events. And a lot of corporations still come out and support the runs as teams. And but they do, like you saw, head shaves. They do bake sales. They do, if they've already done a head shave, there's, men have had their chests waxed and their legs waxed, and stuff like that. And some of the school events are pretty fun too, like Slime the Teacher, or and it has to be stuff that's edible, but they'll, like, whatever the kids can make that's disgusting but edible, they can slime the teacher with. And there's another one where the kids can, by donation, they can buy a strip of tape, and a teacher will stand on this stair or on a chair, and then the kids get to tape the teacher onto the wall, and as soon as there's enough tape, the kids get to pull the chair away and the teacher's like strapped or taped to the wall. So that's some of the events that have been happening in Canada,
Yeah.
and there are 9,000 schools in Canada involved.